So at the time of making this video, joining the Mrs. Green Thumb challenge, there's only one competitor that have turned in their video to show how big their tomato was, and that was Misha Lee. So anyway, I need to prove that possibly I can beat her, and if anyone else has joined the challenge, I wish you guys luck, but you're gonna need the luck maybe. Anyway, let me show you the journey I did with this tomato and the heck I went through with the deer eating it. And before the deer, the tomato just wasn't growing. And let's see just where we were. And at the end of the video, you'll see the size of the tomato. But do watch the whole tomato video here, because it does help me and helps other people too. Anyway, on to the Mrs. Green Thumb challenge of growing the biggest tomato of 2020. This is my tomato that's coming up. It's about 5 inches tall. Just making it. This is that tomato I planted. You can see it's finally starting to grow because we have warmth. Of course, a few of the flowers. And here's the other one that was actually doing better, but now both of them are about the same size. Oh dear. I'm not even afraid. They're watching. Coming to eat my tomatoes, I think. And there's who's gonna save me. The busy giddies. The busy giddies. The busy giddies. Say hi to everybody. Meow. Meow. Meow, my business. And there, that goes to show you why I don't have tomato plants or tomatoes. I'm still trying to enter the contest. So we'll see you guys later. I thought I'd give a quick update on my tomatoes. You can see the deer have been eating them off. And this poor plant, it hasn't had very many tomatoes. What was on here got knocked off. And you can see these didn't do anything. But I do have little tomato there. And there's a couple in here, but they're not very big. You go to my other plant. This thing's doing amazing. See that big tomato there? I put a plastic pan underneath because it's been raining, and I didn't want them to start rotting on the ground. It's a nice size. Look at this one, Misha. But you can see they keep coming and eating my tomatoes down. See, those are sitting on the ground. You can see how they're turning kind of brown on the bottom. I should get these set up on pans too. But it's getting close to time to pick one of these tomatoes and weigh it to see just whether I hopefully won in the contest or not. I notice there's a little bit of brown starting in there. I hope the rain doesn't hurt it any, but if I notice they're getting worse, I'll go ahead and pick them and weigh them. But they're not ripe yet because they're not red. But no one said it mattered what color it needed to be as long as you grew a tomato. Well, last night it was 28 degrees, and so I think it's finally time to pick these tomatoes that are in the Mrs. Green Thumb Challenge. So let me show you what I got going on here. So originally I strung some of that white tape. I call it tape, it's not sticky, it's just those stringers, plastic, and the deer ate the tape. So anyway, here you can see how it's frosted, and this bush here had my biggest one on it, but then it got picked by the deer, and it might have a couple in there somewhere, but it's hard telling. So anyway, there's one of my nicer looking tomatoes, and in there you can see they're starting to turn rot or whatever is from the rain. That's why I put this window on here, and just inside there's my biggest one. So let me take this window off and I'll show you. So this is my big Zac tomato. You can see I consider that water damage all around it. But I think I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, pick it because it's just looking worse, and it was really cold last night. It's supposed to get worse as we go. One of the smaller ones, like I say, you see they're really getting scabby because of possibly the rain or the cold. So let's take these in the shade, and I have a scale so we can read it and see what they weigh. My biggest one. We're at zeros. It says it's 1 pound and 7.4 ounces. The next one down, £1.2 ounces. And this one's 12.9. ounces. Cha-ching! One of my nicer tomatoes that didn't get rained on is covered up. 13.2 ounces. Another one, 13.9 ounces. You got 3 more to go. $13.4. $9.9. $10 ounces. And this is my biggest one again. One pound, 7.3 ounces.